What's up, YouTube fans? Today I want to take a look at the Magic Square Tornado, or their version of a Legend Scale Vortex. This was sent to me by Matt Partsformer, who's been sending me all of these. I have them all here, waiting to combine them into Bruticus. So thanks to him for allowing me to take a look. And he does come like this without the blades attached, so you can attach these. You can basically open these up like that, put it into a cross, and then that'll just plug into his back. It is a pretty secure fit, so once you get it in there, it sits very nicely. Now we have that classic Vortex look that we expect. He does have some paint on him, so let's take a look at that. We've got some red paint here on the visor and on the back of the head. A little bit of teal paint here on the chest and on the crotch and on the back of the crotch as well. Tiny bit of black paint here on the shins. And then, of course, this Decepticon logo was applied by Matt, so that doesn't come with that. A little bit of black paint here on the top of the engines, and that's about it for paint in robot mode. It's a very clean looking version of Vortex. There's not a lot of stuff. I guess on the back of the legs there's some, but overall it's a very clean looking Vortex. One of the cleaner ones I've seen, even MP versions. So, you know, that's pretty impressive, but it does lead to a more complex transformation a little bit later. I do notice he likes to lean back a little. It might be my surface here, but overall, really nice looking. Let's go over his articulation. The head is on a peg, just to show you that's what it looks like. So you don't get any up and down. It's kind of a strange design. I'm not sure why they chose that. So you get a rotation, but no up and down or side to side. Shoulders rotate around on a ball joint out to there. You have a little bit of a butterfly joint to that ball joint. Your rotation at the bicep. Double jointed elbow gets you the full bend. You have a rotation here at the wrist. Of course, you can spin the blade on the back. Rotation at the waist. The ab crunch, it's kind of locked in, so you just unpeg it, and you can get it basically the full 90-degree bend. For the legs, you can get it kicked all the way up to there, really flexible. Back to here, kind of hindered by this piece, which doesn't move out of the way. Out to the side, you have a rotation at the thigh around a mushroom peg. But it goes pretty far, so that's good. Double jointed knee gets you the full bend there. Coming down to the feet, you have actual ankle tilt, not just toe tilt. Usually Vortex ends up with a toe tilt because of the design, but they have the heel plugged in, so that works nicely. And then you have up and down on that foot as well. As far as accessories, we get his arm blasters here, which will plug in. There's a tab right here. Plug into the side, and then you're going to plug the other piece onto the bottom. And that really does look good. It's got a little bit of, I believe it's teal paint on black plastic. And of course we can put the other one in as well. He also comes with his blaster done in just the teal plastic, sculpted nicely. Looks good. And this will plug into his hand. And all of their weapons have been nicely designed, and it can store in both modes. Oh yeah, there you go. That looks good. You do get some other accessories here, which are for combined mode, of course. So we're not going to look at combined mode here today, but I just want to show you what it comes with. It comes with the hand, of course, because Vortex is the arm. Same kind of articulation we got with the other one, except there's a little bit of teal paint here to match up with him. Really nice hands. They do a great job on the design of these. They're very well articulated. And then, of course, we get the chest piece. So we're getting close. We've got some nice painted red eyes. A little bit of black plastic here for the blast off piece. Here's the back. Overall, it's going to look good. I feel like there's a piece that you need to put in here because Onslaught doesn't fill this, so there's another piece that you'll need. But either way, pretty cool. And for quick size comparison, there he's next to the New Age Optimus Prime. Comes just about halfway up to the top middle of his head. So he's a little bit shorter than Optimus. But nice scale here for Legends. Alright, now let's get Tornado transformed into his helicopter mode. So go ahead and you're going to remove these gun pieces on the arms. They're going to go in a different spot anyways. And same on this side. And we can start transforming the arms. Later you're going to do a little bit more with it. So I'm going to start actually on the backpack and the head part just because you have to do these later anyways. So let's come back to here. You can fold this up and then just pull this off. It's going to make your life a lot easier if this isn't in your way and flipping around as you're transforming it. We're going to end up putting it right back there. But go ahead and unpeg this backpack from here. We can go ahead and unpeg the arms from both sides. That'll allow you to take the whole head piece here and fold it forward. You're going to take this panel, fold this back. And then we can take all of this and pull these down and out. You can kind of see there's all the tail pieces in here, but pull out all of these parts, basically all the way out. You're going to take these panels right here, fold that in, both sides. You're going to take these panels, fold these down to make the bottom. Flatten this out so it's kind of like that. And then same on this side, we can do the same thing. Right, fold this down. We're going to take this entire piece here and fold this in. These two pieces are going to come upwards. We're going to flip over the engine, open up this panel, fold the hand in. We got to actually rotate it and then fold it in. Might need a smudger for this because you got to grab this little black piece in here, then fold the hand in, and then rotate the black booster there. All right, we're going to do the same thing on this side. Now that we have that, we're going to take these and they're going to peg together like this. We're going to take the arm pieces, they're going to tab in right here. So bring this down and tab that in. And we're going to sit this right here for now. So it should end up like that. Oops. This is going to make the bottom of the plane. All right, so you can bring this back, kind of line these up. You are going to tab in here to the bottom and to the middle here. And then bring the tail piece back. Make sure you have these fins kind of down and out to the sides. We're going to peg all this. This has a little over-under tab. So you can see right here there's a puzzle piece style. Plug it in the bottom. And then you can peg in the back. So you put something like that. We're going to take these two pieces, they're going to fold backwards and basically sit down on there. Right, so we kind of have the back done. Leave this up for now because you need a little bit of room to work, but we basically have the back finished. Legs, pretty complex, but let's do one and then I'll do the other one off camera. So go ahead and we're going to unpeg the heel from the toe, and looks like that. Bring this up. Next we're going to come to the inside here, and we need a spudger. It's hard to get to, but you're going to untab this panel right here from the inside of the leg. Untab that panel. You can see there's a little kind of puzzle piece. Open that up. That's going to actually tab into the inside of his thigh. That's going to allow you to open this up. Open that up. And you can kind of see how this is going to end up. But we're going to rotate this panel all the way around. And you can kind of see this is going to end up making the bottom of the foot. Rotate the toe 180 degrees. This is going to fold and end up inside the front of the cockpit. And then this is going to come down and back. We're going to rotate this up. We're going to fold this panel in and then fold this down. That kind of makes the top of the helicopter. This panel is going to come down and fold and tab into here. There is a small peg here. So we're going to accordion this entire piece in. So take the whole leg, accordion that down. And then we're going to take this panel and put that tab in. And then last step here, go ahead and take this and plug that into the top. Oh, before we do that, we're going to rotate this panel so that that tab is exposed. Then you're going to plug this into there. And that's the front of the helicopter, one side done. So go ahead and do the same thing on this side. All right, now we got both legs transformed. We can peg them together. There's two pegs on the top and bottom. Just give it a squeeze. And then we're going to take care of this. So this is going to come down and peg in right here to the engines. Get that pegged in, and then this is going to come down and peg into here. It is a puzzle piece on both sides, so you want to kind of bring this out and then give it a push, and then give this a push. This is going to tab into the top of the roof, so peg that in. Go ahead, last couple steps here. Open up these wing flaps, open up the rear tail. Come to the bottom here, you're going to open up the rear landing gear. It's just a little gray piece. It's not really a wheel at all. And last touch, we're going to open up this and open up your blades. It's easier to open up before you stick it on there. And then this is going to peg into the top just like it was on there before. Like I said, you could leave it on there if you want to. It just makes it easier if you do it afterwards. All right, for the finishing touches, we're going to add the guns. So go ahead and take the blaster and unplug the front of it. There's just this piece right here. It actually might be easier if you do this earlier, but I forgot to do it. So go ahead and pull apart the front of the nose. And this will fit. The tab will only go on one side. Just make sure you can get it onto the right side. There's one side that's open. And then squeeze that back together around that gun. So it should look like that. Then we're going to take the other guns and they're going to tab into the side here. So just get them pegged in. And then make sure you fold that flap on the bottom. And same on the other side. And there is Tornado in his helicopter mode, and I really think it looks very spot on to Vortex. We'll put the image there. Got that nice black cockpit all the way around, black glass. A little bit of gray paint here on the top. The gun really looks good, very purposeful up here and on the sides. It's one of the first times I've seen, purposefully done. The wheels do look good. They don't roll or anything, but they do sit down on it. This one can spin very nicely. The rear one, really can't spin. It's just kind of tight, but that's fine. I'd rather it be tight than breakable. The only thing that's kind of loose on this is these rear fins. They don't kind of have a stop point, so you tend to accidentally move them with your fingers. But other than that, it's a very, very nice version of Vortex. I didn't find a spot to store this gun. So I'm not sure if it actually does. I don't think it does. But either way, I think it's a really good looking version of Vortex here. And for your size comparison, there it is next to the New Age Optimus Prime trailer and roller. Pretty nice size helicopter here. And of course fits in nicely with the Legends scale. So final recommendations on the Magic Square Tornado. I really like this guy. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. I'm going to recommend it. They really did a good job on the robot mode and the vehicle mode. The transformation is a little bit more complex, but overall it works. Even though it's got that soft Magic Square plastic, it never felt like anything was really going to break, so it's well designed. But where they always kind of fall short, for me anyway, is the lack of paint. There really isn't enough to make this shine. And that's where Magic Square tends to shine, literally and figuratively, is the paint. I think if they made a premium version of this guy, it would be literally the best version of Vortex ever made, right? It really just is well designed, well thought out. I love the way they did the weapons. Weapons work in both modes. It looks really cartoon accurate. Great articulation, great vehicle mode. It's just paint, right? So I assume they'll probably release painted versions later, or maybe like a toy version or something like that with more paint. But other than that, I really think it's a good figure. So if you're looking for a Legend Scale Combaticon set, this one is definitely not going to disappoint. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.